Hey folks, my guest today is Eynar. He's building a great tool called Salence.io. He was born and grew up in the Czech Republic. He's a three-time founder and CEO, multicultural mindset, has been in space tech and loves space tech in terms of being enthusiastic about the space, but again, currently focused on Salence, his sales automation tool. Eynar, are you ready to take us to the top?
Absolutely, Nathan. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, you know what to expect. It sounds like you listened to the show, right?
Not quite as much as I would, but as I would like. But yes, I did listen to a few episodes.
All right. So, how is Salence doing? What are you guys doing, and how are you competing in the sales space? Obviously, there's a lot of funding going into the space right now.
Absolutely. I mean, just about right now, you can judge from my background. I'm hoping between two investor meetings, and the interview just caught me in the middle of a traffic jam that I got stuck, so I just pulled over, and it's good that I had my laptop next to me. So we're raising the funds right now. We have the working prototype. I think the reason, Nathan, that we're having these interviews because of the way we've been bootstrapping the company ever since we started it back in 2019, 2020. We started with an agency model. The story dates back to 2017 when I started my first business. It was an events management company, and one of the sales channels brought us $500,000 in the first year of operations, and that was it. That's when I realized that this channel could be used as something essentially as a separate standalone service. So that was the B2B marketing. Based on that, we started developing.
Einar, what channel was that made 500K?
It's essentially a multi-channel outreach sequence. We've learned how to do the market research in terms of identifying the ideal prospects for the C-level conferences that we were organizing, and then how to find the contact details. And then essentially it was all about creating a multi-channel sequence that would, at the end of the day, increase the likelihood of the prospects getting back to us and starting a conversation. Because I've started the company without the outside financing. It was all about being inventive about the sales methods that I could use that would essentially lift the company from zero in terms of the financing.
So you launched in 2019. How many customers are you now serving today?
So we have 80 customers right now.
80. And what do they pay for the sales tool?
At the start, upfront. So the thing is, right now we have the working prototype, if I understand your question correctly, Nathan.
Well, what are they paying on average per month? Is there a SaaS play?
It is a SaaS. They're paying around £2,000. So they're paying a premium right now because the prototype is still operated by the account manager internally. And so we're looking to have our first fundraise happen this month so that we can get the service ready by October, the solution, the software itself.
So, Eynar, just to be clear, you have 80 current customers paying $2,300 per month. That's like $180,000 a month in revenue, correct?
Correct. Well, and here's the thing. Some of our customers are putting their campaigns on pause simply because the campaigns are effective and they have way too many leads that they can handle, and we have a 3 months pause agreement. So what we're having right now on average a month is $40,000. That's our monthly revenue.
Got it. So last month you did $40,000, and what were you doing a year ago in terms of monthly recurring revenue?
Well, overall, we've been operational for the past 10 months, and we've made a little over $250,000.
I thought you said you launched in 2019.
In 2020, January 23rd. That's when the company was. So that's a long story short. The events management company had a spin-off, and the spin-off was this agency that started selling from July 2020.
I see. So what did you finish December at last year? How much MRR?
68,000. That was essentially from July to December. October being the most profitable months, we've clocked in $35,000.
Einar, how much did you do in December? Just December of last year?
December, it was $25,000.
Okay, got it. So you've grown from 25 grand a month to about $40,000 per month over the past 7 months.
Yeah, you're right.
And you've bootstrapped this so far, correct?
Exactly. Yes, that's absolutely
So while
true.
you're out raising, you're in between investor meetings right now doing this interview from your car. How much are you looking to raise?
Well, right now we're raising a pre-seed round, despite the fact that we're having the clients. We still consider ourselves a SaaS agency, a SaaS business. So we're raising $150,000 to complete the development of the software. We have the backing from the investors for the seed stage at a $1.1 million value, at a $1.1 million investment ticket.
I have no idea what that means. 1.1 million
So
valuation.
our valuation is $11 million, but we're raising $1.1 million for the seed stage. Now,
okay, you had 150K. You were raising 150K. So how much are you raising?
We're raising 150,000 right now to complete the software development.
Okay.
So that and our plan is to get it done by October, because we already have a backing from an investor that wants to see the software ready.
Hold on, Eynar, we're all over the place. You just said you're going to raise 1.1 million, and then you said you're raising 150K, and then you said you're bootstrap, but you already have an investor. So like, let's get this straight. So how much have you already raised to date, total in the company?
All right, here we go, Nathan. Once again, we'll take it as a straight timeline. Right now we're bootstrapping, and
no one has given you money. That you have no investors in the company.
Absolutely right.
Okay.
So right now we're raising at the pre-seed stage, $150,000.
At what valuation?
At $5 million.
Okay, that's what I was missing. So you're raising 150 at 5 million right now, and then you want to go out later and raise 1.1 million at $11 million valuation.
You're absolutely right. That's something that we're looking to have to raise in October, November. The software is about to be released. We just need this remaining 150,000 to really get the software off the ground and have it released. And we're pretty much going with a favorable valuation.
How much money personally have you put into the business?
Excuse me?
How much money personally have you put into the business?
$100,000 exactly.
Does that make you nervous?
Absolutely not. It makes me excited.
Well, and is that like a amount for you, or are you like some rich guy?
I've made my money myself.
Where did you make a previous exit?
I didn't make an exit. That was the events management company. In fact, when I started my business activities when I was 21, I didn't drop out of college as you did, and then had the $10 million dollar exit. For me, it was that I still continued the education. It was more of a tribute to my parents, I suppose. And then, but I had to do something, because the university is not gonna, the piece of paper wouldn't get me that far. So that's when I started the events management company, and that's where we as a company made $1 million in profits in 2019. Just before the COVID came.
I see. And you have money to pour into the Salence now. Now, what's your team size today, Eynar? How many full-time employees?
We have 10 employees right now.
How many engineers?
2 engineers.
Okay, got it. And how many do you think you have to hire with 150K to get the software done?
2 more.
2 more. Got it. Where are they based?
Ukraine.
Is that a good place to hire developers from?
I believe it's one of the best places.
Why is that?
Quality versus cost.
What's it cost to get a senior developer in Ukraine?
Between $2,000 to $4,000 a month.
Okay, that's pretty darn good. Now, where are you based right now?
Czech Republic, Prague.
Close to you, and not too far.
Yeah, I mean, we already have a branch in. When we had the events management company, I opened up 3 branches actually: UK, India, and Ukraine. And the branch that we have in Ukraine, we're using that as to kind of expand the software engineering team.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Now, how are you getting new customers? What's your fully weighted CAC?
Well, it's the cold outreach, the very sequence, the very Kool-Aid that kind of we're prescribing to our clients. Email, LinkedIn, and then on top of that, some paid ads on Google and LinkedIn.
Yeah, very cool. And who did your website, by the way? It's beautiful, especially considering that the software is not actually ready and you're building a wait list.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. His name is Igor. He's a UX developer from Estonia. He's part of
How'd
the
you
team.
how'd you find him? Oh, he's part of your team full time.
No, he's not a full-time right now, but I'm hoping he's going to be full-time.
Very cool.
I mean, by the time we raise the funds, how I found him, scouting. That's how I raised the business overall. I think like one thing that I'm missing is a is a is a is a brilliant scouter, a brilliant HR manager in our company. Because
That scouting specifically, what platform did you find Igor on? LinkedIn, Fiverr, somewhere else, Dribble?
Behance.
Behance, got it. So you just cold messaged him on Behance. He did a good job for you. You paid him for an initial project, and now you want to hire him full time.
Well, here's the thing. I looked at his artwork and I liked it. I found him on LinkedIn, contacted him, said, "Hey, there's something interesting I'd like to discuss with you." We got on a call. We started discussing. He kind of felt passionate about the idea, and there we go. We have the website now ready.
How much did you pay him for the website design?
1,500.
Okay, that's pretty fair. Good, nice work there. Very cool. All right, well, listen, you're out raising, so I'm going to let you go. Let's wrap up quickly here with the famous five. Number one, favorite business book.
Favorite business book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Steve Jobs. He's deceased, so I'm no longer.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool, Eynar, for building the business besides your own?
Gmail.
All right. Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
5.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Married with kid.
How many? One kid?
One kid. The next one's about to, pop out.
Very cool. And how old are you? Eynar, how old are you?
25.
25. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
Hearing myself as a mentor when I'm 25.
Guys, there you have it. His agency did $1 million in revenue back in 2019. He used that to spin out a SaaS tool called Salence.io, playing in the sales sales process space. He got 80 customers already, doing about $40,000 a month in revenue, up from $25,000 a month just about 6 months ago. He's raising $150,000 right now at a $5 million valuation. We'll see if he can get it done. Eynar, congratulations, and thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.